Hi Capricorn, welcome to your weekly reading. I'm Jude. This is a reading for the week of 20th of February. Who can believe we're clicking along and it's already that time? Yes, wow. And it's really hot where I am today. It's 34. Not that this is a weather channel, so I won't talk about that, but it's very warm. Okay, so Capricorn, for you, firstly, we're just looking at what's the energy you've been in, what's been going on around you, and then we'll look at the week of the 20th of Feb, what challenges there might be, and what might be coming in to help you. Remember, these are general, so they may or may not resonate, and that you have free will, so you choose what you do with the information here. All right. Okay, so let's begin. This is for Capricorn, please. Okay, so Capricorn, I feel like we've got the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Wands, and it feels like you've been in a place of, for some of you, you might have felt a sense of betrayal by someone, but it's more, I think, an internal process that I'm seeing here. And this is like you're tired of the thinking, you're done in with the thoughts. There's been something you've been trying to resolve, and I feel like it's to do with a work situation or an opportunity or business aspect. And it's like out of that, you've become very clear about what it is you want. I feel like you've stepped into a decisive energy here because, you know, the Queen of Swords does that. There's a very clear aspect to her. She likes truth, but there's also this sense of clarity about, you know, yes, no, decisive and strongly so. And the Three of Wands tells me you're ready for the next opportunity. It's like you've come through this now and got your clarity, and now you've been looking at further opportunities, because I feel there's a really sort of ambitious undercurrent here, Capricorn, of something that's driving you, something that you're wanting to move forward with. All right. So we're just going to ask them, what does the week of the 20th of February look like for Capricorn, please? For Capricorn, 20th of Feb. All right. So we've got the Hierophant, the King of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Yeah. Okay, yeah, definitely feels like a work or business scenario, but of course, because it's general, it's going to be different for everyone. But my sense here is you may be dealing with, does feel like an expansion energy, and for some of you, when we get the Hierophant here, we're dealing with big organisations, corporations, governments, large structures. And because we've got the King of Wands sitting here with the Six of Pentacles, it feels to me like, you know, perhaps there's some expansion showing here of business or work. Maybe you're dealing with large corporations somewhere in your work. Often the King of Wands too has that very charismatic, passionate leadership that, you know, is inclusive and quite supportive of others, like a not-for-profit or you know, a charity foundation or something like that. Maybe you work in terms of some sort of aspect of that, and it's how you deal with the organisations. Maybe it's schools or religious groups, something like that. And it feels like perhaps there's an allocation of funding that might come through that does feel like a very successful aspect. For others of you, because we've got the Four of Wands and the Hierophant both sitting here too, you know, these are two cards that talk about commitment and relationship, marriage, weddings. So for some of you, maybe there's this sort of contemplation. You might have a fire energy coming in around you, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. So what would be the challenges, please, for Capricorn? What are the challenges this week? Yeah, now it's interesting because we've got the King and the Queen of Wands, and often when I get a pair like that, if they're the same suit, for me it just feels like that could be a relationship. So there might be a relationship on the table for some people. Maybe you're getting married this week, Capricorn. That would be interesting. Please feel free to drop something in the comments if that resonates or you'd like to speak about an aspect of this. So as a challenge, you know, sometimes justice talks about legal aspects, truth, which also the Queen of Swords is very much about that. She likes truth as well. But there's a balancing perspective here and wanting things to be fair and balanced as well. It's interesting that these cards are directly in line with each other. So, you know, Queen of Wands is when they're in the upright, very strong, very confident, optimistic, intuitive, and really backs herself. Now, because these two cards are sitting as the challenge this week, I feel, Capricorn, is going to be keeping an eye on the detail of things, or perhaps staying in a fair and balanced energy because of these cards here too. And holding your confidence, keeping your confidence, because you are coming into this very strongly. It might be like you pitch a business idea or something like that. And it's because the challenge is sitting as the Queen of Wands and the Justice card, it's like you're going to have to, you know, hold your energy of the King and keep it, you know. The challenge sits in speaking your truth, I feel too. Part of this all feels like it's sitting around this, because you've got this up here as well with the Queen of Swords and the clarity and the truth of how she communicates. So as a challenge, it feels like for some of you maybe looking at the legals and keeping your eye on the detail of things. For others, it's staying in your confidence and, you know, following that intuitive guidance that you've got, the passion that's leading you forward. Yeah. So if they're the challenges, what comes in to help you, Capricorn? What comes in to help Capricorn, please? It's just a bit too many. Okay. There's a lot. A lot comes in, Capricorn. All right, so we've got the Queen of Cups, the Hangman, the Eight of Cups. So I do feel there's a bit of emotional energy starting to kick in here. Yeah, okay. The Ace of Pentacles, Three of Swords, the Devil, and then the Wheel of Fortune. I do like that Wheel of Fortune. All right, so what's coming in to help you, Capricorn, is the Queen of Cups might literally be a person. You know, the Queen of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy because it's a water sign. But often I think of that Queen of Cups as like a counsellor, a guide, an emotional support person, maybe a psychologist, you know, especially because we've got this Devil card energy sitting here along with the Three of Swords. It feels to me like there's some aspect that you're looking at some old emotional patterns and how to heal those and move on. It's finding your balance and a sense of stillness as well. So yeah, Queen of Cups, Hanged Man, Eight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. And then I've got these two sitting here, Three of Swords and the Devil, which feels to me like, as I said, there's it's like a revelation or an understanding of some old emotional pain and patterns of thinking that create emotional pain. And perhaps there's some of you are working with someone here, or this person comes in around you. The other option, because it's general, is that this is you keeping a balance of your emotional energy as you navigate this week, because it feels like there's something big's on the table up here. And you are looking for that sense of emotional well-being in yourself. And this is quite an internal journey pivot point, I feel. You've been still, you've been stationary. I feel like you've tried to look at things from all perspectives as well, Capricorn. And there's a part of you that is like, I need to go and find what it is I'm searching for. The other aspect of this devil card energy sitting here is that the devil represents Capricorn energy. So this could be you sitting here saying what it is that's creating this internal painful thinking that's been going on. The beautiful thing that I see with this is you're emotionally looking for this new energy, this new beginning, this new cycle. And this is showing as coming in. The Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune feels like there's a lot of new energy rolling on in, and new opportunities, a new beginning, a new sense of self-worth for some of you, a sense of value and purpose. But it ties in here too. It's this, what you're looking for here, and healing, looking at this old emotional pain, because these are cards that are coming in to help you. It's like you get a chance to have a look at the patterns that you've been running and what's been causing you the heartache. Because sometimes we do that with our own thinking, which ties back in here too. Sometimes our thinking can cause us pain. If we can reframe the thought, because it does feel like there's a sense of balancing your emotional energy here and going and finding what feels right and good for you as well, Capricorn. It feels like you've worked that out. You know your value, you know your worth, and you're entering this new energy here. So I'm going to close your reading out, Capricorn, by just asking for a message from Spirit for you. That one to come, didn't it? Yep, 5 of Wands. Ooh. Ooh. 4 of Coins. And the Hangman again. Okay. So, Capricorn, my sense of this for you with these two cards is it's about sitting in your, I feel like this is about you in your energy here. There's a little bit of an internal energy struggle about which way you want to go forward here. So we've gone in the reading from the 3 to the 4 to the 5 of Wands. So there's a progression here in this energy of inner, which also ties in with the 8 of Cups, inner sort of journey of what do I want, which path am I going? And the 4 of Coins here feels to me like working out what it is you want to hold on to and what it is you want to let go of. For some of you, there's an aspect in this card and the 10 of Swords that I'm hearing. For some of you, it might be about being careful about others that are around you. Sometimes it's that watch your back sort of feeling. And because this is general, it's going to be different for everyone. But my sense of it more is it's more about, feeling into what do you want to let go of and what do you want to hold on to? What value system is important to you, which ties us in with the Hierophant as well. And looking at things from all angles. You've had the Hangman twice. So there's this sense here of think about it carefully before you make a choice or a decision. And then you'll find your path. All right, I wish you a fabulous week, Capricorn. If you enjoyed this, please like, share and subscribe. And bye from me.